Hey guys, before we get started in this video, I just like to show this off, and I want to get your guys' opinions. Would you guys like it if I kept all of my figures in the background as as a backdrop, and then eventually as I got more, stacked them up? Would that be a cool thing to do and just have them in the background, or do you prefer just the white? Comment down below and let me know. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the Star Wars Black Series Second Sister Inquisitor. This is from the video game Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order that released this year. And I love this figure so much. I um I really loved the game a lot, and I think this really represents the character very well. Let's get her out of the box and see what she looks like. This is the second Sister Inquisitor out of the box, and overall she looks pretty good, but she has a problem with her with standing up. She is a very top-heavy character with her helmet, and her ankle joints are really stiff and hard to move. So it took me about 30 minutes to stand her up on the stand here, and yeah, so the weird way the joints are connected, it's like at the front of the foot instead of at the back like you would think. She tends to fall back a lot and it's hard to get her to stand up. So yeah, that's one really hard thing. She has the hard cape for this, the hard plastic, but I think it looks good. At least for this character, it gives it a nice metallic-y shine to it. I think that looks pretty cool. This figure also came with shoulder pads when you want to take the cape off. Let's look at the character with that. So this is what she looks like with the shoulder pads on instead of the cape. And she looks weird with it. I don't know. I prefer the cape a lot better. The shoulder pads are really hard to get in at first because there's little pegs it goes in. And then they don't even go in straight. They tend to fall out a lot. I don't know. It's a cool concept, but it's pretty poorly executed. Um, yeah, and the ankles. It took me another like 5 or 10 minutes to get her to stand back up because her ankles are so weird that you can already see she's leaning quite a bit on that stand. I don't know. It's an interesting figure, but it has a lot of problems already. So I guess let's just get a good look at the accessories for the figure. This figure comes with her Inquisitor lightsaber that has both of the removable blades. It comes with the two shoulder pads and then the removable cape. This is a pretty good choice of accessories for this figure, but I think they could have done something else besides the extra shoulder pads. It's just so hard to get in the first place, and it looks weird when it's in too. So I think they could have maybe thrown in something like an extra accessory from the game, but I guess they really couldn't do that without spoiling the game. But I just feel like that this is a pretty it's I feel like they could do better with the accessories. Um, Yeah, because I don't really count the cape or shoulder pads. I mean, they're accessories, but I don't really count them as accessories because they're part of the actual figure itself and not like a weapon that goes with it. So, like, technically, only the lightsaber is really the accessories that come with it. I think they could have done something cooler with this figure. But, yeah, on to the final thoughts. My final thoughts on this figure. I thought it was a really cool idea of Hasbro to make figures from the Fallen Order video game, but I think this figure was poorly executed. I really like the second sister from the video game. She was a really cool character, and I love the Inquisitors from Star Wars Rebels and the cool lightsabers they have. But this figure has quite a few problems. Her ankles are a big problem. She literally leans anytime she stands, and it's so hard to get her to stand up straight. And her poor choice of accessories—not a poor choice, just the lack of accessories maybe. And yeah, maybe I'm giving this figure too much, but I think I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. I don't know if I'm being generous or not for this figure. I really like the character. It's just it didn't execute very well into figure form. So I suggest any Inquisitor fan, Star Wars Rebel fan, or Fallen Order fan to pick this figure up.